Bronze for Mississippi on the way. Here we come. So excited.
The season doesn't stop, and the Aggies will keep the wheels turning as 3 of the next 4 are on the road.
There are really no easy opponents. Everyone is going to be very difficult and requires us to play at a really high level.
But I didn't even think the first 2 sets we played spectacular volleyball. We were able to just find a way to grind out a win, and I thought losing the third kind of lit a little bit of a fire.
I talked about we're playing sloppy our first 2 days. Straight over here, straight over there. We don't get up in transition. From the beginning, right now, go out and execute.
In the 4th set, we were like, look, like, we've worked so hard to be here. Like, let's not go extra sets. Like, we're on the road. We have Mississippi State next. Like, we have a lot of big games next. And we just, like, had discipline. We relied on our technique, and we just came out and we grinded and we won.
3 sets to 1. Aggies.
Woo! Up on the road!
Yeah.
Mississippi State is a very good team, and like every opponent, we have to really take everyone seriously. And sometimes I think we'll, let off the gas a little bit because we're like, oh, okay, we're coasting through this. But then we put pedal to the metal again and start fighting in that set.
I think our service game and our ability to knock people, even if it's just 8 feet, 9 feet off the net, really makes it easier on our blockers.
When the setter is on the net and they have all 3 options, it's really hard in our read block system to get a solid block setup. But when you pull a setter off the net, they have less options to set. And so then we can now go less into a read system and more into we know where they're going, so we're gonna get there before they get there.
Mississippi State, that was just like us playing in such a flow. I think when we play in a flow and we play together and it's not just individuals but a team, we play so well.
Let's go, gig 'em, baby!
Pete Maravich Assembly Center, the site of this critical conference face-off. The LSU Tigers hosting the Aggies of Texas A&M.
LSU's a really good volleyball team, and we talked before that match about having to play good volleyball for long stretches. I didn't even think necessarily we did that at the very beginning. I thought we were tight, but the thing I was most impressed about was just our team's ability to take a deep breath, to understand where we were at and get our way out of it.
Jamie was always saying how, if we play our game, we play discipline and have good technique, we're gonna tire them out. And that's the difference between us and LSU. I felt like in that match.
And I think that was what we really focused on that 4th set, was not letting up and making the easy plays easy was one thing that we also talked about before the game. Don't let them get their way out of it. Don't let them up for air. Just keep the pressure on them the whole time.
Ball is gone, and this match is over. First time they've won here since 2018, but all new programs, though. Single meeting for this season does go the way of Texas A&M.
We are live at Reed Arena as the Texas A&M Aggies welcome the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Just talked about setting the tone for coming out and playing with some, joy, playing with some aggression. And I thought at the very beginning of that, we did that.
Manning with a deep serve, goes right between.
And then all of a sudden, South Carolina made a run, and I was like, all right, we got to figure out a way to win. And
remaining calm and kind of trusting in the system is a thing that I think we really have been trying to focus on. I just want to be the same teammate, point in and point out, even if we're down by 10, and we'll grind our way out of it. We'll figure it out.
We want to get this done. We want to take care of business at home. And I think we just played in a flow. We just played together, 1 point at a time. It wasn't rushing anything. It was just 1 point at a time, playing our game. And, when we do that, we play well.
My favorite thing in the entire game of volleyball is to block a tip. And blocking that and stuffing that, it's like you can't even tip over me. You can't even save a ball around me because I'm going to get you.
There's another block off a tip.
The cool thing is that we found ways to scrape points back in that 3rd set. And we came back and turned what I thought even was going to be a 4-set match, maybe a 5-set match, into a 3-setter. So really, really happy overall with the way that we were able to adapt and change and make an impact on the game and get out of there in 3 sets.
Now back to the comforts of home, but that grind still continues.
I think we just harp on the same things we've been harping on, that the way we practice is the way that we're going to end up playing on Friday. And we need to get into the gym and grind every single day so that we're ready for what's coming.
This is a pretty young team, mostly, except for me, the old grandma, but seeing the way that they're developing emotionally and maturing as time goes on, and seeing some mistakes that they maybe made early, that were more mental mistakes, and seeing how they get made less and less as time goes on is just something that always just makes you a little proud. And like really happy for my young teammates.
Everyone's bought into what Jamie's, bringing to the table, and you can see it. Like we still have so much to grow, but I feel like we've done so much in such a little amount of time as well.